Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to this market color recap session. We're just going to quickly look at the market to see if our trades have played out like we expected it to. If you missed this morning's session that gave a more detailed analysis, then please do well to watch it. It's on our YouTube channel. Just go to the previous video and you'll be able to follow through. Okay, so let us now see what USD CAD is doing. We marked our certain level points that we wanted to see what price would do at. For USD CAD, we wanted to see price trade back in here so that we can now continue the move that we're expecting. So it is either you trade back in here, find support, start to buy, and then hit this resistance. Okay, let me just take it from the top for the sake of those of us who were not here in the morning so as not to confuse us. For USD CAD on the H4 time frame, zooming in so you see a better picture. Sunshine was printed, so we expected more buys of this asset class. Buys that could find resistance at these zones that you see marked out. And then H1, we said if it's going to buy, then it's going to buy back into this resistance or this one before we now see another sell downward. That is, if this buy does not continue, right? We went on M5 time frame and we marked out those POIs, points of interest. 1, 2, 3. Mark them all up, waiting for what price will do. Now, price broke through this, came back to give a retest, is currently buying. The only resistance here on USD CAD is this and this one. If price is able to break through these levels, it is possible that we see more buys continue on USD CAD following the minor structure that we've been seeing. However, until the new sunshine is printed here before we're more convinced that we'll see that deep sell of USD CAD all the way here. When we see a take profit on H4 with the new indicator printed, we'll know that there's more room for USD CAD to sell a bit lower. AUD or rather NZUSD on the H4 time frame, price has broken relevant structures downward, sunshine printed. So we're expecting price to, sell into the zones, come to H1 for a better picture. We said we're expecting price to do what? Trade a bit lower. Maybe find resistance here or here before we see a continued move to the upside for it to now trade into somewhere around, let's use this tool, somewhere around here. When price now eventually returns in here, it is possible to see even more sales of NZUSD. It's possible to see, but even on the H4 time frame, this is the indicator. So price could buy back into the zone and then continue to sell. So what am I saying for NZUSD? I'm basically saying that temporal sells into the support, and if price trades into these zones, provided this levels hold, we'll see a temporal buy into 0.58217 before another type of change. So exactly what I drew here is what we're looking out for, which technically presents two trade opportunities: the buy move and then the sell move, provided this zone serves or stays as a resistance. And these are the levels we marked out on M5. These are the levels. So remember we said we'll take opportunities to sell NZUSD and AUDUSD into this zone, a quick trade. Now NZUSD is delivering like discussed. Then finally AUDUSD on the H4 time frame. Let's zoom out a bit. So price has been buying for a while. However, you can now see change of characters, reconstructions currently happening. Sunshine has been printed. So this sell was expected. It sold into a support level, previous resistance don't support, and it's even looking like it's holding. So this did how many pips from here? About 15 pips, not that much. However, price is now inside our trend on the H1 time frame. So provided price takes out the zone, there's a possibility AUDUSD will continue to sell, right? That is following the minor structures we're seeing here. And sunshine, that's another confirmation. So we now came to the M5 and we marked out what different POIs they've been here since morning. And we basically said, oh yeah, now trade below. If you take out this zone, you're going to come here. This is our main target though. So price retraced. This is a very good entry if you want to give it a shot of AUD itself. From where price currently is to what could be our first TP level is 22 pips. And if price takes out this zone and violates all of these zones, we safe to say we'll be seeing more sales of AUD. So that's pretty much it. Once more, if you happen to miss this morning session, watch it, the replay on our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, this is the perfect time to ask, and I'll answer them before we move into the second half to look at indices. Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm glad this was helpful. Let's move into the next half of the session. Don't worry, I'll be back very shortly. Cheers and God bless.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the market follow session this afternoon. Hope we're good. Hope you're fine. Those watching on YouTube, those watching on Zoom, welcome. So very quickly, we'll be looking at the market, the US equities market. We'll be looking at the areas we marked out earlier today and seeing how we can leverage okay. All right. So very quickly, I believe you can see my screen now. Let me share my screen. I believe you can see my screen now. All right. So earlier this morning, we were looking at a box pattern around this zone, and then price sold off a bit, and then what happened next? This is a box pattern failure. Immediately, price rejected this zone, took us out. The next thing we should know that this has become a flip zone, right? Meaning price is going to just retest and then continue, right? So we're supposed to start selling off from this zone. However, because of the stronger nature of the bearish pressure coming into the equities market, was taken out. But then this is where it makes sense, right? Box pattern failure, for those who are in the academy, you understand that once we are being taken out using box pattern, we immediately flip the switch, right, and go for a buy. Why? Because immediately this levels is being taken out, it will always retest that previous level, and then we'll see a continuation. All right, and that is what is happening across board with US 100 and also S&P 500. Strongly believe S&P 500. Look at what we have, right? We're looking at it filling all of this gap, but then the market has done what it wants to do. So instead of it selling off, we had a push beyond and then retested that level, which is to confirm that, hey, we are not selling, we are bullish, right? And after you see this confirmation, the next thing is to enter at the break of this. At the break of this, and then where is our SL? Just below this, right? And then market, you allow the markets to move, right, to do its own push. All right, so that's what we have going on this morning, this afternoon, sorry. And also for US 30, nothing much on US 30 even from today. We have so much happening with US 30 market, just more of us being patient and relax. Nothing really significant is happening. So far, so good. So the market is still very much bullish and is pushing heavily. I'll be waiting to look at what will happen tomorrow, because we have a lot of high impact news tomorrow coming out tomorrow. I believe it should still push price to the upside. Nonetheless, we cannot tell until we see the end of today's price action, and that would give us more informed, bias as to what to expect in this market. All right. Without wasting much of our time, we just call it a wrap. We have the same thing across board for US 100, S&P 500, and also US 30. Quite bullish today, which is absolutely interesting. Right, I was thinking you're gonna sell, right? You're gonna sell off into this to fill at least this zone, but then keeps pushing. Nonetheless, we'll be waiting for a better price action, because once I see a reversal into this, but then like I mentioned in the morning, this market is being driven by strong fundamental news. So regardless of whatever technical is saying, if we have good fundamental coming out supporting the bullishness of this market, then we shouldn't expect to see a sudden sell. No, it doesn't work that way. But if you have something like Trump and China now having a conflict, or just saying something very conflicting, then we can start looking out for sales immediately, almost immediately, right? All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Both those watching on YouTube and Zoom. Say a very big thank you, Ezekiel. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be for US related pair, USD related pair, and also yen related pair with gold also. All right. I wish you all a profitable trading. Cheers and God bless, guys. Thank you.